because of power cut problem for that purpose. So no issues. Shall we start now? Okay. Yes. Continuation of the chapter. Control and coordination. Biology subject. Class 10. Shall we start? Okay. Fine. So students, let's continue the topic movements in plants. As already we have started the topic movements in plants, isn't it? Movements in plants are of two types. Yesterday we have seen independent of growth, another one is dependent on growth. Yesterday we have seen the independent of growth. Touch me not plant example we have seen. Okay, Mimosa pudica. So there is a what movement will be there, but there is no growth. That is known as independent of growth. These are the movements in plants. The second one is dependent on growth. Growth is happening and movement occurs because of growth. Okay, let us see now. What is dependent on growth? Movements or tropic movements. So what do you mean by tropic movements? That is directional movements in response to stimulus. Some changes will be there in the environment. According to that changes, the plant responds, students. That is known as what? Directional movements in response to stimulus. In particular direction plants will grow because of what we are going to study now. Dependent on growth. So movement will be there, growth will also be there. Here movement will be there, but there is no growth. Is it clear? Only two types of movements in plants. Independent of growth, dependent on growth. Now second part we are going to see dependent on growth. So students, so four tropism they have given here in your textbook, class 10. Phototropism, geotropism, chemotropism, hydrotropism. Photo means what? Light. Tropism what? Tropism means what? Growth towards what? Growth towards what? Light. Simple is there. What growth towards the light? Plants growth towards the light. Sir, how sir? How it is possible? So example I will tell you. This is a wall of your house, window of your house. So sunlight which is coming, okay, sunlight which is coming. So plant is inside of your house. Suppose you think inside of your house, okay. So this plant is there, na? It will grow towards the light, students. Why the plants will grow towards the light? Because it needs light. Photosynthesis, plants are autotrophs. They prepare the food. For that purpose, they grow towards the light. So that is known as phototropism. Very simple, very easy. Biology is very easy. Just you have to give little bit concentration. Tropism means what? Directional growth. Towards which direction? Towards photo. Photo means what? Light. Plant grows towards the light is called phototropism. The movement towards the light. What movement? Which movement? Plant movement towards light is called phototropism. Simple is that. An example is growth of shoot towards the plant. Towards the light. Shoot means what? Root means everybody we know. Shoot means above the ground level, whatever it is there, that is known as shoot system. Root system, shoot system. The plant shoot will grow towards the light is called, this is one of the example of phototropism. Is it clear, students? So next we will move towards geotropism. Geo means what? Gravity. Another thing I want to tell you, students, some things are there which is not given in your textbook. Negative phototropism is there. Negative phototropism means what? Opposite towards the, now negative phototropism means what? Opposite to the light is called negative phototropism. Simple. This is phototropism, means positive. Negative phototropism means opposite towards the light is called negative phototropism. For all these, negative will be there. Negative geotropism, negative chemotropism, negative hydrotropism. Okay, clear? We are going to study now. Don't worry, I am going to explain you. Now geotropism. Geo means what? Gravity. Tropism, growth. Growth of plants towards the gravity is called geotropism. Very simple and easy definition, students. For class 10 syllabus is very easy, dead easy. Very less syllabus they have given to you people. When you go to the college, the syllabus will be huge. You can't. The depth knowledge will be there. This is not depth knowledge. This is very simple knowledge, students. So just try to understand. You can do it. Okay, you can score more in biology. So geotropism, the growth of plants towards the gravity is called geotropism. Example, I will tell you one thing. Pot is there, fallen pot. This is shoot. Okay, so roots will be there. These roots will grow towards the gravity, soil. The roots have to go up or they have to grow straight now? No, they will grow towards the gravity. This is known as geotropism. Now, the shoot will grow opposite. So this is negative geotropism. This is positive geotropism, students. Positive geotropism. Is it clear? The roots grow towards the gravity. Example is growth of roots in the soil. So it is towards the gravity. Simple is there, easy is there. Next, students, let's try to understand. Chemotropism, the movement due to chemicals. Plant move towards the chemicals, students. Growth of, example is growth of pollen tube towards ovule. Sir, what is pollen tube? We don't know, sir. Okay, I am going to explain you very simple way, easy way. Okay. Flower I am drawing here, students. Flower. Flower is the reproductive part of plants. You have to remember, flower is the reproductive part. And now I have drawn the female reproductive part in flower. Now I am going to draw male reproductive parts. I have not drawn any petals. Petals will be there, sepals will be there, petiole will be there, sepals, petals. Okay, don't worry about that. Flower, hibiscus flower, everybody you know hibiscus flower, dashwala hua. Okay. So these are male. 1, 2, 3, 4 I have drawn. Na? This is male part. So try to understand, this is anther. What is this? Anther. And what is this? Filament. Support purpose. So both together it is known as male reproductive part, and this is known as stamen. We are going to study this one in reproductive in plants. How do organisms reproduce, in that detail we are going to study. So this part is known as stigma. So everybody you have studied in lower class students, stigma. This is style. Style. Okay, so this is style, and this is ovary. What is this? Ovary. So all these two, all it is known as female part, students. Female part, and this is known as pistil or carpel. Carpel or pistil, all three is known as female part. Stigma, style, ovary. Okay, male part only two parts, filament, anther, stamen. Stamen is male, pistil or carpel is female. Simple. Is it clear? The pollen grains, male gametes will transfer, students, here. The male gamete is going to come and fuse. Actually, the gametes will fuse actually inside this one, ovary. Female gametes are here. The male gamete will come and just sit on that. What? Female reproductive part, stigma. When male gamete will come, that is pollen grains, They will come and sit here. What happens? The female part releases one inside one way, tunnel like way. Tunnel will make na in the what? Big mountains. We make some tunnels for what? Way for moving from here to there. So there will be a what? One way will make this plant flower. For what purpose? This pollen grain have to come inside and fuse with it. For that purpose, pollen tube is grown. So this is known as pollen tube, students. Pollen tube. So this pollen tube will grow towards the ovule. Towards the ovule it will grow, students. Because of what? Chemicals. So that is known as chemotropism, movement due to chemicals. Is it clear? समझ में आ रहा है तुम लोगों को? और एक बताने का, और एक बार बताने का है. Once again shall I tell you, students? Two students are watching, no likes. What is this, students? Please. Okay, let's continue. By requesting, I am taking the likes from your side. Okay, fine. So this is female part, stigma, style, ovary, and male part, filament, anther. So when from male part the gametes will transfer to the female part, one gamete will come and sit here on stigma. So pollen tube will grow, students, inside. Pollen tube for what purpose? The movement of male gametes and meet towards ovule. Is it clear? Rain is coming. When power is going to go, power is going to cut, I don't know. So please be with me until the power will be there. Okay. If any power goes, sorry for that interruption. So students, so this is known as chemotropism. Growth of pollen tube towards the ovule. This is an example for chemotropism. What is chemotropism, students? The movement of plants due to chemicals. Movement of plants due to chemicals. So next one is hydrotropism. What is hydrotropism, students? Hydro means what? Water. Tropism, growth. Growth of plants towards water. Simple. One tree is there. Roots are there. But water is here. It needs water. So what it will do? The roots will grow towards the water. Simple. Movement of plant towards the water is called hydrotropism. Growth of roots towards the water. Is it clear, students? Yes. Now we are moving towards plant hormones. What do you mean by plant hormones? Those are also known as phytohormones, students. Plant hormones are also called as phytohormones. Before continuing this topic, just a quick revise. Dependent on growth, movements in plants, directional growth will be there. 4 tropism they have given in your textbook. Phototropism, chemotropism, hydrotropism, geotropism. Phototropism, geotropism, chemotropism, hydrotropism. Is it clear? Photo, light, geo, gravity, chemo, chemicals, hydro, water. Growth of plants towards all of this is called what? Dependent on growth. Simple, easy. Okay, clear? Fine. Let's continue. Plant hormones are also called as phytohormones. Okay, remember, students. Now, plant hormones are the chemical compounds which help to coordinate growth, development and responses to the environment. Chemical compounds. Plants also release hormones. Hormones are nothing but they are chemical compounds. Chemicals are there in that hormones. What that chemicals will do, student? Help to coordinate. Control and coordination, chapter name. Okay, help to coordinate what? Growth, development and responses to the environment. This is called definition of plant hormones. Now, the main plant hormones, let's try to understand. Which are the 4 main plant hormones? Auxin, गिबरलिन, cytokinin and abscisic acid. These all are plant hormones, students. Fix in your mind. Auxin. If you are not remembering this one, tell 5 times in your mind. Auxin, 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 auxin. If not possible, still 10 times you repeat. Auxin, 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 like that. Gibberellin, gibberellin. Spellings, very, very important. You do not have to make any mistakes in spelling, students. Okay. Auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin, abscisic acid. These all are plant hormones. Why they release hormones? For control and coordination, to send the message. And it is helpful for growth, development. Okay, fine. Auxin. Auxin, where it is synthesized? Okay, you have to write this one in points wise, students. Points 1, 2, 3. So I have, because of less space, I have written continuously. Is it clear? Auxin, where it is synthesized? Synthesized means what? Produced. ये किधर तैयार होता है? ऑक्सिन किधर तैयार होता है? Where it is produced? Root tip. And also shoot tip. Okay, shoot tip as well as root tip. किधर भी ग्रोथ होता है ना, उधर क्या रहता है? कौन सा हार्मोन काम करता है? ऑक्सिन. सी, मैंने आपको ड्रॉ करके बोला था कि प्लांट है, घर के अंदर विंडो है, घर के अंदर है प्लांट, बाहर सनलाइट आ रहा है, बाहर सनलाइट आ रहा है, ये प्लांट इधर ग्रो हो रहा है. द प्लांट इज ग्रोइंग टूवर्ड्स द लाइट. द प्लांट विल बेंड, स्टूडेंट्स. व्हाई इट इज बेंडिंग? हु इज गोइंग टू हेल्प? सो दिस इज ऑक्सिन, स्टूडेंट. ऑक्सिन इज गोइंग टू हेल्प टू बेंड द प्लांट्स. सो फोटोट्रोपिज्म के अंदर ये ऑक्सिन हेल्प करता है. सिंथेसाइज्ड एट रूट टिप एज वेल एज शूट टिप, helps the cells to grow longer and involved in phototropism. So this is very important. Helps to grow longer. What? Cells. ये बेंड होने के लिए सेल है ना, ऐसा लॉन्ग ग्रो होता है. सेल्स विल ग्रो वेरी लॉन्ग, स्टूडेंट्स. So that's why the plant will bend, students. Normally cell will be like this. Okay, the cell structure will be like this, but the cell will be, they grow very longer, student, and that's why the plant is bending, student, towards the light. So auxin involved in phototropism. Actually it should be shoot tip, not root tip. Shoot tip. रूट टिप भी होता है. ओके, इज इट क्लियर? वेयर डज ऑक्सिन सिंथेसाइज? शूट टिप. हेल्प्स द सेल्स टू ग्रो लॉन्गर. इन्वॉल्व इन व्हाट? फोटोट्रोपिज्म. ऑक्सिन, रिमेंबर एवरीबॉडी, ऑक्सिन. ऑक्सिन का काम क्या है? हेल्प्स द सेल्स टू ग्रो लॉन्गर. सेल्स को बड़े बड़े साइज में ग्रो होने के लिए हेल्प करता है. किनके अंदर? प्लांट के अंदर. कौन? ऑक्सिन. क्या है ऑक्सिन? प्लांट हार्मोन. किधर इन्वॉल्व होता है? फोटोट्रोपिज्म के अंदर इन्वॉल्व होता है. क्लियर हो रहा है? इजी है, बहुत इजी है. नेक्स्ट, गिबरलिन. गिबरलिन क्या है? हार्मोन. व्हाट इज दिस गिबरलिन, स्टूडेंट? हार्मोन, केमिकल कंपाउंड्स रिलीज्ड इन प्लांट्स. व्हाट इट विल डू? हेल्प्स इन ग्रोथ ऑफ द स्टेम. प्लांट्स का जो स्टेम है ना, ग्रोथ होने के लिए, मोटा होने के लिए, या नहीं तो ऊपर जाने के लिए, स्टेम कौन हेल्प करता है? गिबरलिन हेल्प करता है, स्टूडेंट्स. गिबरलिन हेल्प्स इन ग्रोथ ऑफ द स्टेम. ऑक्सिन हेल्प्स द सेल्स टू ग्रो लॉन्गर. गिबरलिन हेल्प्स द स्टेम टू ग्रो लॉन्गर. स्टेम, सिंपल. देखो अभी झाड़ है, झाड़. ओके, ये जो स्टेम लॉन्ग ग्रो होने के लिए कौन हेल्प करता है? गिबरलिन. इधर ऑक्सिन शूट टिप में, सेल्स टू ग्रो लॉन्गर. सिंपल. साइटोकाइनिन, फ्रूट्स और सीड्स. फ्रूट्स और सीड्स के अंदर ज्यादा से ज्यादा सेल डिवाइड होता है, स्टूडेंट्स. प्रमोट्स सेल डिवीजन. सेल डिवीजन मतलब क्या है? कौन बोलते हैं? 9th स्टैंडर्ड में तुम लोग पढ़ चुके हो. यू हैव स्टडीड इन 9th स्टैंडर्ड. व्हाट यू मीन बाय सेल डिवीजन? one cell will become two or more cells, that is called as cell division. सेल रहता है ना, वो डिवाइड होके दो सेल बन जाता है, चार सेल बन जाता है, सेल डिवीजन प्रोसेस। एक सेल से डॉटर, ये मदर सेल कहते हैं, ये डॉटर सेल्स कहते हैं स्टूडेंट। सिंपल, सेल डिवीजन, डिवीजन ऑफ सेल। सेल विल डिवाइड इनटू, one cell is going to divide into two or more cells, that is known as cell division. Promotes, helps, promote मतलब क्या है, helps। वर्ड बाय वर्ड आपको मैं समझा रहा हूं क्योंकि इजी होना चाहिए बायोलॉजी, इसलिए। सो साइटोकाइनिन हेल्प्स इन सेल डिवीजन, किधर, फ्रूट्स एंड सीड्स, प्रेजेंट इन द ग्रेटर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन इन फ्रूट्स एंड सीड्स स्टूडेंट्स। क्यों, सीड्स है ना, जब भी हम लोग सॉइल के अंदर डालते हैं, इट हैव टू ग्रो, so it need energy, so cell division, so cytokinin is present in seeds and fruits. Fruits we eat students, very tasty, sweet fruits are there, citrus fruits are there, and too much of energy, nutrients will be there inside those fruits. The cell will be more rapid cell division, fast cell division, it will take place. Who is going to help that? Cytokinin. Remember students, cytokinin. A tip of the plant, cells to grow longer, stem to grow longer, gibberellin. Cytokinin, fruits and seeds, rapid growth, promote cell division. समझ में आ रहा है? The लास्ट वन इज एब्सिसिक एसिड। प्लांट के अंदर एक ऐसा हार्मोन है, एक ग्रोथ को स्टॉप करता है स्टूडेंट्स। इन प्लांट देयर इज वन हार्मोन स्टूडेंट, इट विल स्टॉप द ग्रोथ, दैट इज नोन एज एब्सिसिक एसिड। easy to remember, acid, danger, stop growth, simple. And these three are plant promoters, they promote growth students, and this is plant growth will be stopped by this abscisic acid. Growth inhibitor, remember, plant promoters are, promoters मतलब क्या है, हेल्प करते हैं, ग्रो होने के लिए हेल्प करते हैं। ग्रोथ प्रमोटर्स एंड ग्रोथ इनहिबिटर। इनहिबिट मतलब क्या है स्टूडेंट, स्टॉप। ग्रोथ को स्टॉप करता है कौन, एब्सिसिक एसिड, ये एक ही स्टॉप करता है ग्रोथ को। सो ग्रोथ इनहिबिटर कौन है, एब्सिसिक एसिड। प्लांट को ग्रोथ को लिए हेल्प कौन करता है, हु विल हेल्प द प्लांट्स टू ग्रो स्टूडेंट्स, ऑक्सिन, गिबरलिन, साइटोकाइनिन। ऑक्सिन, गिबरलिन, cytokinin, these all three are plant promoters or growth promoters students. So growth inhibitor is abscisic acid, you have to remember. ये क्या करता है, abscisic acid क्यों ग्रोथ होता है, क्यों रिलीज होता है प्लांट में, क्यों रिलीज क्यों होना चाहिए। So that is also very very important students. अगर समझो एक झाड़ है, ब्रांच है, ब्रांच ये टूट गया, इफ इट इज ब्रोकन, ओके, इफ दिस ब्रांच विल ब्रोकन, व्हाट हैपेंस, it will remain to the plant, it is attached to the plant, suppose you think, okay. So plants have to send water and minerals to each and everybody, food have to send each and everybody. At the time it is sending water and minerals, food and everything, but it is wasting students, that energy will be wasting. So ये पोजीशन में क्या हो जाता है, इधर एब्सिसिक एसिड रिलीज हो जाता है, एब्सिसिक एसिड रिलीज हो जाता है, ये टूट के नीचे गिर सके, इसके अंदर जान नहीं होना चाहिए, इसलिए वो इधर क्या ग्रोथ, क्या रिलीज होता है, एब्सिसिक एसिड। इट स्टॉप्स द ग्रोथ स्टूडेंट्स, it will not allow to pass water and food. Food is prepared in leaves, water absorbed from the roots. So which acid is released, abscisic acid is released to stop growth. See, inhibits growth, inhibit मतलब क्या है, stop, stops growth, कॉज विल्टिंग ऑफ लीव्स। विल्टिंग मतलब क्या है? लीव्स, पत्ता जो है टूट के नीचे गिरता है ना, लीव्स विल फॉल अवे फ्रॉम द प्लांट्स, दैट इज नोन एज विल्टिंग ऑफ लीव्स। ये क्या हो जाता है, इधर से लीव नीचे गिर जाता है, नीचे गिर जाता है। सो abscisic acid stops the growth, cause wilting in leaves, and it is also called as stress hormone. Which hormone it is? Stress hormone. Which hormone is known as stress hormone? For one mark question, abscisic acid. Which hormone is known as growth inhibitor? Stop. They will not give you stop. Inhibitor. Inhibit means stop. Abscisic acid is growth inhibitor. Which are the hormones which are growth promoters? Promote करता है, help करता है. Auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin. So four main plant hormones: auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin, abscisic acid. Pronunciation: auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin, abscisic acid. ऑक्सिन सेल को ग्रो करने के लिए, लॉन्गर ग्रो करने के लिए हेल्प करता है। गिबरलिन स्टेम को लॉन्ग ग्रो होने के लिए हेल्प करता है। साइटोकाइनिन फ्रूट्स एंड सीड्स के अंदर रैपिड सेल डिवीजन होने के लिए ये हेल्प करता है। एंड abscisic acid, it stops the growth, inhibits the growth. Okay, so this is called as growth inhibitor, and it is also called as stress hormone, students. So I want to give you a quick recap, students. Yesterday only we have started this topic, which was movement in plants. Movement in plants are of two types. One is independent of growth. Yesterday we have studied touch me not plant. So second one is dependent on growth. Which is dependent on growth? Tropism. The movement are trophic movements here. Growth will be there, but movements will be there. Growth is there means definitely there will be movements. So which movements? Directional, particular direction towards water, towards gravity, towards sunlight, towards chemicals. In particular directions these plants will grow, and their response to the stimulus changes. Okay, their response. For tropism, phototropism, geotropism, chemotropism, and hydrotropism. Photo, light. Movement of plant towards the light is called phototropism. प्लांट्स लाइट की तरफ ग्रो होता है, फोटोट्रोपिज्म. अगर लाइट के अपोजिट ग्रो हो गया तो नेगेटिव फोटोट्रोपिज्म. सिंपल. जियोट्रोपिज्म, एग्जांपल, ग्रोथ ऑफ शूट टुवर्ड्स द लाइट. शूट, ऊपर का जो शूट है वो लाइट की तरफ ग्रोथ होता है, वो क्या है? फोटोट्रोपिज्म. जियोट्रोपिज्म, plants grow towards the gravity. So example, growth of roots in the soil. तो ग्रेविटी के अपोजिट की तरफ ग्रो हो गया तो क्या कहेंगे? नेगेटिव जियोट्रोपिज्म. शूट इज एन एग्जांपल फॉर नेगेटिव जियोट्रोपिज्म. इज इट क्लियर? कीमोट्रोपिज्म, movement of plant towards chemicals. One example they have given, growth of pollen tube towards ovule. फ्लावर के अंदर पॉलन ट्यूब ग्रो होता है, ओवरी की तरफ, ओव्यूल्स की तरफ ग्रो होता है. ओवरी के अंदर ओव्यूल्स रहता है, फीमेल रिप्रोडक्टिव पार्ट. वो पॉलन ट्यूब है ना, ग्रो होता है टुवर्ड्स ओव्यूल और ओवरी. सो क्यों ग्रो होता है? केमिकल्स रिलीज करता है, कीमोट्रोपिज्म. ग्रोथ ऑफ प्लांट्स और मूवमेंट ऑफ प्लांट्स टुवर्ड्स वाटर इज कॉल्ड हाइड्रोट्रोपिज्म. हाइड्रो, वाटर. एग्जाम्पल, ग्रोथ ऑफ रूट्स टुवर्ड्स द वाटर. प्लांट किधर ग्रो होता है? रूट्स, पानी की तरफ. दैट इज हाइड्रोट्रोपिज्म. सो प्लांट हार्मोन्स, व्हाट आर प्लांट हार्मोन्स? दे आर केमिकल कंपाउंड, स्टूडेंट्स. ये केमिकल कंपाउंड्स हार्मोन्स क्यों रिलीज करता है? क्योंकि कोऑर्डिनेट, कंट्रोल द ग्रोथ, development and response to the environment. Which are the four main plant hormones? Auxin, gibberellin, cytokinin, abscisic acid. ग्रोथ प्रमोट कौन करता है? तीन हार्मोन्स ग्रोथ प्रमोट करता है, ऑक्सिन, गिबरलिन, साइटोकाइनिन. ऑक्सिन सेल्स को है ना बड़ा लॉन्गर ग्रो करने के लिए हेल्प करता है, शूट टिप में, हेल्प्स इन फोटोट्रोपिज्म. गिबरलिन helps the stem to grow longer. Cytokinin present in greater concentration of fruits and seeds, rapid cell division in fruits and seeds. Okay students, promote cell division, help cell division. एंड ग्रोथ इनहिबिटर क्या है? एब्सिसिक एसिड, अभी जो मैंने आपको बोला हूं. सो ये जो है एब्सिसिक एसिड है स्टूडेंट्स, एक प्लांट है. ओके, एक प्लांट है, इधर एक स्टेम है, स्टेम. ये स्टेम टूट गया तो ये नीचे गिर जाता है स्टेम. वो टाइम पे फूड बेचता है, वाटर बेचता है, ये वेस्ट हो जाता है ना. सो इधर क्या रिलीज होता है? एब्सिसिक एसिड इज रिलीज्ड. सो एब्सिसिक एसिड व्हाट इट विल डू? कॉज विल्टिंग ऑफ लीव्स. पत्ते नीचे गिर जाते हैं, थोड़ी दिन के बाद एक कट होके सेपरेट हो जाता है, नीचे गिर जाता है. Why it will fall away after broken? Because abscisic acid. This is known as stress hormone. Inhibits growth, stops the growth. लीव्स को नीचे गिराने के लिए हेल्प करता है. समझ में आ गया आज का टॉपिक स्टूडेंट्स? एवरीबडी हैव यू अंडरस्टूड टुडेस टॉपिक? गुड एक्सप्लेनेशन. थैंक यू. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. माधव, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर वैल्यूएबल कमेंट्स. थैंक यू, थैंक यू. सो ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स, thank you so much for joining my live session. Tomorrow we are going to continue the class control and coordination class 10 biology at 7:30 p.m. Today I have started late of 3 minutes because of power cut problem. Thank you so much. Keep watching, keep learning. Definitely will go score very more in SSLC. Share to your friends. Until then, take care. Keep watching, keep learning. Bye bye students.